They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And from the 25, they work this to... The 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Fighting through. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, Tua. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Broncos first down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Frank Clark.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Cook again, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
1st and 10.
He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
7. Ravens, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Open man here is Foster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. And a give this time to the tailback. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Number 34.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check.
Now they try the right side here. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Broncos 7, Ravens nothing.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check safety, check safety. Lock in, lock in. Check 26, check 26. Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky. And it's complete. Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Cook on the 1st down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Dalvin Cook.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Room here to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Got an open man. It's Foster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Trubisky's 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Hey, ball. Let's get it. 18.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1-yard line.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right now. Hey, 18.
They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
4 yards.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Cobb to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On first down, Trubisky airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
10. At their own
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Tua, a final shot before half. Forced out to his left. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Cook on the toss left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Denver.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Coleman has it here right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Robert Foster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Going to the air, Tagovailoa setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 16.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Tunga Bailoa's pass. Forced to the ground and incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Trubisky now down around his goal line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shit. Red, up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And so from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jalen Rager with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike, 53. 53. Man, alert. These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Complete, Jefferson to target. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Broncos 21, Ravens 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
53's the mark.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He'll let it go deep for Foster. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
At the 36-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 26 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. That is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Made at the 36
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First down, Broncos.
First down. It's Cook, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Levante David in on the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
First down.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 30.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Denver, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will be at home for one next week again.